Obviously, this is not easy to do, guys, but I'm going to talk about the Sixers-Pistons game and the future of the Sixers, NBA, this whole season. Stay tuned. What is up, guys? DJ Eastwood here. This is the Run It Back Podcast, home of the most honest Philly sports takes on YouTube. Some people don't like it, but it's because some people don't like the truth. Hit the subscribe button on the video if you're not subscribed already. Do me a huge favor, hit the like button on the video. This sucks, man. This sucks. This is terrible. I mean, my whole life revolves around sports. And when something happens and sports start coming to a sudden halt, I don't even know what to do with myself. Like, I wanted to talk about the Sixers-Pistons game on this channel today, and I'm still going to do that, but obviously there are some things we have to get to because the NBA suspended indefinitely play for the foreseeable future. Nobody knows whether or not they're going to come back and play games with no fans, or if they're not going to play games at all and they're going to cancel the whole season. Apparently there was roundtable meetings between NBA executives, owners of teams, and GMs, and they couldn't really come to agreements. Some people didn't like the idea of playing games with no fans in the stadium. Some people thought that was a bad idea. Some people thought that was a good idea, and they basically came to an agreement of let's just postpone the thing until we figure this out and decide what to do moving forward. You know what, man? At the end of the day, you're losing a lot of money. That's number one. Okay, aside from the virus and this being a serious issue and all the political junk that has come along with it, you're losing a lot of money if you don't play NBA games. They just want to make sure it looks right, like economically as a business, so they don't get slandered like, oh, here they are playing without fans because they're all about the money, all that kind of thing. So the NBA needs time to figure it out. Hopefully it's not as long as it feels like it's going to be, because we need NBA basketball. We need this season to finish out. This has been a hell of a roller coaster of a season for Sixers fans. There's just a lot of stories in the NBA that are very interesting this year, and we just need to see this play out, man. Like, if this season is canceled, I'm calling BS on the Golden State Warriors, all right? We finally get an NBA season where the Golden State Warriors are not the clear-cut favorite to win the championship in the last 5 years. There's finally not three overpowered superstars on the same team that nobody can compete with. We have parity in the league. We have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on one team. We got LeBron James and AD on one team. We got Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid on one team. We got, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. We got so much parity. It's so exciting because we don't know what's going to happen and who's going to win the NBA Finals. And then this happens. And will this save Brett Brown's job? I mean, like, seriously. I thought the dude was very close to getting fired. After the loss to the Warriors, all of the horrible decisions he made in that game, and then the Jimmy Butler podcast comes out, and Jimmy Butler and J.J. Redick absolutely roast Brett Brown and basically say that he has no ability to lead a locker room or to run an NBA team. Basically, those two guys are gone because of Brett Brown and Elton Brand. I thought this guy was getting really close to getting fired. And then the coronavirus takes over and the NBA season gets suspended. Like, are you kidding me? Now, I was going to come on here and make a couple jokes because it's what I do, but this is a serious issue, a serious situation. I don't want to make a whole bunch of jokes about it. I was going to wear a Nelson Aguilar jersey for this video just so I didn't catch anything, but I decided not to do that. So Rudy Gobert is the one that had the coronavirus that basically put the NBA over the edge and said, okay, we need to stop everything right now. This is getting out of hand. Isn't it fitting that, like, Rudy Gobert is already annoying, like, to most NBA fans? He comes in the All-Star game and starts getting offensive rebounds and shooting free throws, and we're like, wow, I really came to the All-Star game to watch Rudy Gobert shoot free throws. And then a couple weeks later, he ends the whole freaking season. And there's a press conference of him making a joke, touching chairs and touching microphones a couple of days before he got it. And now Donovan Mitchell has it. He just tested positive for coronavirus. And now Jazz players are literally saying out loud to the media that Rudy Gobert was very irresponsible and was touching players and their belongings after he knew he had this thing. That's insane to me. So, people aren't dropping dead left and right. Like, it's not like the plague, but people with weak immune systems and people with issues like diabetes or cancer patients or people with any other kind of illnesses and diseases could very well die if they get coronavirus. That's why this is such a serious thing. It's not like, it's only like the flu. It's not going to kill you. Yes, but it's like if the flu was currently spreading like wildfire and we had no way to stop it right now. So we as healthy human beings have to protect those amongst us who very well could die from getting this virus. So thank you very much, Rudy Gobert. Maybe you learned something valuable in this whole situation. You big goofball. This is just Philly sports luck, man. It's just Philly sports luck, I mean, all the way back to we move up and draft Markelle Fultz, and he forgets how to shoot. We draft Ben Simmons. He breaks his foot. He's out his rookie season. 3 seasons in, he still won't shoot the ball. Joel Embiid missing 2 seasons, coming back, getting injured again. Still has injuries all year long. And now it looks like we're on the verge of finally getting rid of this inadequate, inept coach we have, and the season gets suspended. Also, Al Horford and Joel Embiid played alongside each other last night, and it looked good. It actually looked good. Embiid put up 30 and 14. Al Horford put up 20 and 10 and 6 assists. This is what these two were supposed to look like together back when Elton Brand had the idea of signing Al Horford. So we play a whole game where the team looks like what they were actually supposed to look like minus Ben Simmons, and 6 hours later the season's over. This is unbelievable. I don't know what to do. I guess we'll talk about the game real quick because, the Sixers beat the Pistons 124-106. The Pistons are an absolute dumpster fire. Don't get too excited about this. Just like when Embiid put up 49 against the Atlanta Hawks, it doesn't really mean that much. It was Christian Wood and like a bunch of Tony Roten clones, a bunch of Jakar Sampsons out there, bro. A bunch of Luke Baamutes. There's nobody out there. Of course he dominated this game. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what pissed me off so much about the Warriors game. You're supposed to dominate teams with David Lee and whoever else on the team. I don't even remember their names. So, yeah, we dominated this game. That's what's supposed to happen. But it looked good. And Brett Brown called a good game. I was happy with all the lineups that happened, all of his substitution patterns, everybody that he was playing in the game at the time he was playing them made sense. It looked like he wanted to win. It looked like he was making decisions to benefit what was happening on the court. A big thing that happened when Brett Brown decided, let me play the right lineups and play the players that are actually the best players and put them on the floor in the right position, is that Raul Neto didn't play in the game. It's that simple. Raul Neto had 0 minutes. Bro, Raul Neto, the best game they played recently was against the Clippers. Raul Neto had 0 minutes. Then for absolutely no reason whatsoever, Brett Brown randomly started playing Raul Neto more than all the other guards on the team. Alec Burks, Furkan Korkmaz, Matisse Thybulle, Glenn Robinson III. Raul Neto had more minutes than all 3 of those guys the past 3 games, and you lost to the Warriors. Now he finally says, okay, all right. Maybe I can't play Raul Neto. Maybe Brett Brown watches this YouTube channel because suddenly he totally stops playing Raul Neto, and I'm laughing because it's just funny at this point. This guy is consistently coaching against himself, but he coached a good one last night. But he finally doesn't play Raul Neto. You know, he plays Matisse Thybulle 17 minutes. He plays Korkmaz 20 minutes. He plays Alec Burks 20 minutes. He plays Glenn Robinson III 17 minutes. He used the 4 best bench players the most in like what you would actually think that a good coach would do. The 4 best bench players would get on the floor. And I always say that, yes, Matisse Thybulle's offense is rusty. It's not there yet. It's not developed well. He has a lot to work on as far as his offense, but his defensive effectiveness is just too much to not play him at least 15 minutes a game. And the Sixers' record when he plays 15 minutes a game is something crazy, something like 20-3 or something. Matisse had 2 huge steals and fast break dunks. He had a couple wide open 3 balls. He just had some amazing plays, and I love to see that. And Matisse Thybulle's on the floor. You got to play your best on-ball defender off the bench. Alec Burks running the pick and roll, hitting wide open threes, hitting lob passes to Joel Embiid, kicking the ball to the corner for Korkmaz threes. Like, these are good bench players. Just can't figure out how it took this long. I just can't figure it out. Mike Scott is coming back alive somehow. Mike Scott was dead like the whole season, and now he's coming back alive. And now he suddenly wants to drive the lane and throw a LeBron hammer on top of someone's head. A Mike Scott poster dunk? Are you kidding me? I don't know where all this energy came from. But again, it's at home, and it's against a very bad team that has no interior defense. But at least I feel like Brett Brown ran the right lineups. Embiid and Horford together looked good, and it looked like the system was designed for them to play good together. The high-low, Embiid catching the ball at the top of the key, doing a little turnaround post, Horford cutting back door, Embiid passing it to Horford under the basket for a reverse dunk. Like, that's what we thought this was going to look like when the season started. Not Al Horford standing out at the three-point line all game long, chucking up 12 threes. So, yeah, Brett Brown called a good game, and then the season ended. So, I don't know. This is just unbelievable. It really is. But we took care of the Pistons like we were supposed to do, man. I will say that I'm not a huge fan of playing Al Horford and Joel Embiid together right now, knowing that it doesn't work when Ben Simmons is on the floor. You can't add another 6'10" guy that won't shoot from the outside with 2 center. That's the main thing that doesn't work on this team. Ben Simmons with those 2 combined. So now we're going to gel. We're going to get chemistry with a lineup that we know is not going to work when Ben Simmons comes back. So why would you practice something that isn't a long-term plan? I don't really understand that either. But, man, Brett Brown is Brett Brown, man. Shake Milton scored 7 of his 14 points in the fourth quarter. He was looking like the go-to guy. Shake Milton. Is Shake Milton our go-to guy? I mean, hitting wide open threes, coming around screens, hitting mid-range jump shots, driving to the basket. Like, Shake Milton's blossoming right before our eyes. And, there's still like 1 or 2 trolls left in my comments that don't believe in Shake Milton, but you guys are getting proven wrong every single night because if you watched yesterday's game, Shake Milton is the real deal. This is a starting caliber point guard. I don't care what you say. So, good win for the Sixers, but the Detroit Pistons are nobody, so don't think too much of it. And actually, it might not even matter because who the hell knows if the season's going to continue. Could this be a blessing in disguise? Like, could we get maybe 2 weeks off or a month off from the NBA and give Ben Simmons time to return? They said he will be out another 3 weeks, and then he will be reevaluated again. This is giving me nightmares of Markelle Fultz's injury, but he has a pinched nerve in his back. Who knows what it takes to cure that? It's not a muscular injury. That's the problem with injuries like this. Like, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I had a pinched nerve in my shoulder. It turned into tendonitis. Took me I couldn't do a push-up for 3 years. Swear to God, couldn't bench press anything. It took me years to get over this. It took me 2 cortisone shots, physical therapy, all kinds of stuff, just to be able to literally bench press my own weight. So a pinched nerve can be super complicated, and that's what's kind of scary about it. And it's kind of hard to tell when he can come back, because all you can really do for a pinched nerve is physical therapy, rehab, deep tissue massages, cortisone shots, chiropractic adjustments, and just hope that the nerve kind of gets unpinched when the muscles and the bones are where they're supposed to be. Or I guess you could eventually get surgery, but I don't know. The lower back pinched nerves have ended people's careers before. I'm not saying I don't want to put any bad heebie-jeebies on Ben Simmons. He's only 23 years old. I think he'll be fine, but I'm just saying it's really hard to tell when he'll come back with a pinch. He could be out for the season if it doesn't get resolved. You just can't really tell, but it would be nice if this stupid, annoying virus would give us some time off. Ben Simmons gets healthy. Virus is taken care of. It's all figured out. The whole internet and the whole world has stopped freaking out about it. Nobody's in danger. And now we continue the NBA season, and we have Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons fully healthy and ready to go. That could be a blessing in disguise. That's all I'm saying. What the hell do I talk about on this channel? There's no NBA. They canceled Major League Baseball spring training. They're going to postpone the beginning of the baseball season, bro. There's nothing. I live for sports. I know a lot of you guys do too. What the hell do we talk about when there's no sports? This is why I kind of hope, and I don't care if it's being money hungry or what, I kind of hope they continue. If they have to continue without fans in the arena, I kind of hope they at least do that, because I need sports. I need it. You know, TV ratings will skyrocket. They'll still make money. It's tough, man. So, anyway, I'll probably make a video every single day during this postponement, this virus outbreak, and talk about absolutely, totally random stuff. And the views aren't going to be the same. I already know that. I don't really care, because I'm not going to get any views until the NBA season comes back anyway. So I might just do totally random topics every single day, and I'll let you guys pick the topics. Tweet me at IamDJEastwood. Hashtag run it back. Hashtag, let's think about this for a second, man. Tweet me at IamDJEastwood with the hashtag run it back NBA postponed discussion topics. I know that's long. No, we can't do that, man. Tweet me at IamDJEastwood, hashtag run it back off season. That's it. Run it back off season. Hashtag run it back off season at IamDJEastwood. And just give me random topics to talk about. And I will literally pick the topics, or just post in the comments. Just post in the comments with the hashtag run it back off season, and just give me random topics. Literally, doesn't have to be sports. No religion and no politics. I'm not getting into any of that garbage. Not that any of that is garbage. I'm just saying I don't want to get into that kind of things that could be offensive if you take one side or the other, or anything like that. Give me random topics. I'll do movie reviews. I'll do video game reviews. I'll do any insanely obscure sport you want me to watch. I'll watch a curling match and review it. I'll watch a fencing match and review it. I'll watch horse racing. I need something. I need sports, so that'll give me a reason to watch these sports. And I'll make a video every day, literally talking about a random topic. So let me know what it should be. I'll pick your topics. I'll give you a shout out if it's your topic that I picked, and I'll do it just like I do these videos. But it's not going to be the NBA, obviously, because it's gone. Well, that's all I got for you guys today, man. Hang in there. Wash your hands. Stay clean. Don't dap anybody up. Give people the elbow bump, you know what I mean? Yo, what's up, bro? Elbow. That's what we do now. That's the coronavirus elbow, because I ain't catching nothing from anybody around me. I'm giving elbows all day. I might even stop giving elbows, bro. It might be an air pound, bro. Stay 6 feet away from me when you say hi to me. You feel me? Stay safe out there, guys. Stay clean. Remember, it's not a plague. It's not. People aren't dropping over left and right. It's just something that's spreading that could be dangerous to certain people. And we want to get it under control. So it's tough, but Don't be scared to go outside or anything like that. The world has to just take a deep breath for a second, man, because people are wilding out, man. So that's it, man. DJ Eastwood, Run It Back Podcast. You guys have a great day, man. Peace.